Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia. Please subscribe if you haven't already. In today's video, we're going to be creating this makeup look using a few Charlotte Tilbury products. Now, I happen to love Charlotte Tilbury. I really fell in love with her brand in general last year when I tried the Look of Love face palette. That spurred my whole love for her brand. And ever since then, I have been getting as much of it as possible. I've got my daughter hooked on it. But yeah, in today's video, I'm going to be trying out the Walk of No Shame quad. I also have two different blushes, so I picked up two of the Cheek to Chic blushes. I have the Pillow Talk and I have Ecstasy. So these are the things that I will be trying out that I have not before, but I also will be using other Charlotte Tilbury products that I have already used and loved. I've got the Nudegasm face palette, Walk of No Shame little lip set. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, then just stay tuned. Okay, as usual, we're going to be starting with the eyes. So I have got a quad here from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Walk of No Shame quad. This retails for $53. Now, I got my daughter a bunch of Charlotte Tilbury stuff for Christmas, and this actually came as a free gift. I would never pay $50-something for a quad. All of Charlotte Tilbury's quads retail for $53 to $58, which is very expensive, and a lot of them are like everyday colors like this. So the only real palettes that I recommend from her are her larger ones. Like, I did purchase this one and I do recommend this one. This is the Smoky Eyes Are Forever palette. Her eyeshadow formula is really good, and it's like it's one of those eyeshadows like I can tell if you're wearing Charlotte. Just the way it picks up the light, the way it sits on your eyes and things like that. But $53 or $58 for 4 eyeshadows is absolutely insane. Now, her larger palettes will be like 12 shades for $75, which is still expensive, but it's more bang for your buck than this. But we are going to go ahead and try this out because I have it, and I'm going to use this palette for the complete eye look. So the first shade I'm going to go into is this one right here. Now, it does have a little bit of shimmer, but we're breaking the rules today. We are going to put this in the crease. And as you can tell, her shades are always so pigmented. I feel like they are great tones, and that's one of the reasons I love her products in general, is I feel like they just look great. Like, it just blends and melds in with your actual skin just beautifully, and that is one of the reasons I fell so in love with Charlotte Tilbury last year, and now my daughter is also in love with her. So yeah, so now my daughter actually owns more Charlotte than I do. But there is that eyeshadow color there, blended out pretty high. Next up, I'm going to take a smaller blending brush, and I'm going to go into this burgundy shade here. And I'm just going to get this on the outer corner, and I am going to bring this up into the crease a little bit. I happen to love the shape of this brush. I think it just fits the eye so nicely. This is from Laura Lee Los Angeles, her birthday collection. I highly recommend those brushes. They are so good. I have got quite a few of them in my everyday little lineup here now. Okay, so I'm just packing that in that outer corner, and then I am bringing it directly into the crease. So as you can tell, same area where I put that other shade, but it's just lower. Really just blending this out. Okay, now for the lid, I'm going to use my finger, and I'm going to go into this shade right here. So you see how her shades just they kind of look like a topper, but I swear when you put these on your eyes, it just becomes magic. It really does. So I'm just going to kind of pack this on my eyelid, and I'm not bringing it too far into the corner over here. When I get to the corner, I'm just kind of tapping on top, because this does have shimmer in it, as you can tell. And I don't want to cover up that burgundy shade. I want that to show through. All right. And then I'm going to take more of a little fluffy type brush. And this one from Luxie is really driving me crazy. It's starting to shed, but I have had this forever and I have washed this so many times. I'm going to go into this shade right here. And that is what will be my brow bone highlight. And I'll also use that in my inner corner whenever we get to that. Okay, so I'm going to catch up the other eye. I'm going to clean it up and then put on my base makeup, and we'll be back for the blushes from Charlotte. All right, I'm back for my base. I am continuing to use this CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream. This is in the shade 510, which is fair. And then for my concealer, this is the L'Oreal Infallible. I'm using shade 345, which is Oatmeal. I set everything down with my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop mattifying powder in the shade Light, and that is what we have going on currently. Now, it's kind of ironic because we are mixing very drugstore with very high-end luxury, but base products from the drugstore, that is one thing that I have always loved, and I think they just make really good quality stuff that is very comparable, if not better in some cases, to high-end. So we're going to go ahead and move on with the bronzer. For the bronzer, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Nude Gasm palette. I have a tutorial up on my channel using this palette. I will link it down below, but I'm going to use the bronzers from here. So I'm going to start off with this light toned bronzer. Now this palette retails for $75, but you do have bronzers, a blush, and a highlighter. So, I mean, if you look at it that way, you are getting a lot for your money, and these palettes do last a good amount of time. Now, I was using one of these every single day for months, probably like 4 or 5 months, and I did hit pan and like basically used up everything. But again, that was using it every single day for months. That is the Look of Love palette, and I have several videos with that palette, but I have a review of that one. I will link it down below as well. I think Charlotte Tilbury face products are just, they're so good. All of her powder products in general. Her setting powder is absolutely amazing. Best setting powder that I have ever used in my life. All right, so you can see, I mean, that gives us a good bit of definition, and that was without using this deeper shade. I'm gonna go into the deep one, and I'm just going to focus that on the very highest points of my cheek. Like, I'm not bringing this down far at all. And this is the only place I'm going to put it, is just to define that cheekbone just a little bit more. I don't have any additional product on here. I'm just kind of blending it out at this point. And that's all we're going to do for that. Now, if I have anything left on the brush, I will just kind of put that on my temples. Again, no additional product though. I absolutely love this palette. Getting that Look of Love face palette and then using this one and loving it so much, I really think pretty much any face palette she comes out with, I'm going to want to pick it up or I am going to pick it up because they are just so good. All right, now for blushes. I got 2 of the Cheek to Chic blushes. One of these was a free gift. I purchased another one. I have the shade Ecstasy, and this other one it doesn't say on here, but I think it's the Pillow Talk one. All right, so this is the Ecstasy one here. I absolutely love it. I love the packaging, just how like chic it is. It's very sleek and modern, and I do love it. This one is like a peachy toned shade, and it does have some shimmer in there. So gorgeous. And then this other one, odd that it doesn't have the name on it. Yes, this is the Pillow Talk one, and this is that shade here. This one has got more of like a highlight type tone in the center, whereas that other one is more just kind of peachy. I'll hold both of these up at the same time and see which one we think. I think I'm gonna go with the Pillow Talk just because it's a classic shade from them. So this is what we're going to go with. I'm gonna use just a fluffy, see that? I guess I dug my nail in there. That's so annoying. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, take a big fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna swirl this together. And I was thinking that I wouldn't need a highlighter with this blush because it does have some shimmer in it. And as you can tell, it definitely did add a glow. So I don't think I am going to apply a highlighter. So I like that this is kind of like a 2-in-1 deal. This retails for $40. So getting like a blush lighter, it's not the worst price, I guess, because you're kind of getting 2 things in one. Ooh, I love that shade. I absolutely love shades like this where it doesn't really look like anything, you know what I mean? Looks like you just been like sun-kissed. That is the kind of shades that I absolutely love. Like natural type shades. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows because I feel like I'm looking a little bit crazy. I'm gonna curl my lashes and then we'll be back for the lower lash line and the lips. All right, I'm back. I'm feeling more like a human now that I've got my brows done. We're gonna go ahead and do the lower lash line now. And of course, for my brows, if I didn't mention, I'm just using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. I have mine in the shade Medium Brown. And we're gonna go ahead and go right in with this palette. I'm going to use this burgundy shade first off. All right, so I'm gonna take a little liner brush and I'm gonna get this as close to the lashes as I can. This is such a gorgeous shade. I mean, look at that. It's just like this rusty type of a color. All right, next up, I'm gonna take a little pencil brush and I'm gonna go into that more orange type of a shade. And I am going to put this mainly right here, like towards the center to like the inner part, although I'm not bringing it too much in, like kind of where my lashes stop, that's where I'm stopping this color. Don't want to bring it in too much and close off the eye. Okay, and then whatever was left, I'm just brushing that on the lower part of that burgundy shade, just so it's got like a nice fade. Then I'm going to take a little smudger brush and I'm going to go into this beigey color here, that kind of whitish beige. I'm going to put that on the inner corner. And I'm also going to bring that right here on that inner third, just because I think it helps to brighten that area. All right, I'm gonna go ahead, catch up the other eye, and do my mascara, and we'll be back for the lips. Alright, I went ahead and applied my mascara, and I used the one that I have been is the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Lashes Volume 2. I really like how it makes your lashes look, just makes them look kind of like full and wispy. It is starting to dry out, so it's getting to that point where it's almost done. As for my lips, I went ahead and lined my lips with the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Walk of No Shame lip liner. This is the shade here. I'm going to go ahead and apply this lipstick. I'm a little afraid of the shade. I know I've used this once, but it is a darker shade than I normally wear, so okay. Normally, I would wear a shade like this. This is my one from Artist Couture. I absolutely love this shade. This is one of my favorite lipsticks. I've been using it almost daily recently. This is Boy Toy, and that's kind of what I would normally wear with a look like this, but I did, since we were using the Walk of Shame eyeshadow, I wanted to go ahead and use the Walk of Shame lipstick as well as the lip liner. So this is the completed makeup look. Alright, so this is the completed makeup look. Overall, I really do like it. This isn't like an everyday type of a lipstick shade for me, but for a red, this is a pretty decent color. Like, I don't feel like it washes me out. I do have a review of the Walk of Shame like collection, so I will link that down below as well, but these came out of that. So that's my thoughts on it. It's good quality lip products. It's just not, it's a good red, but I don't wear reds that often. Getting it in the set that I did, though, it was very cost effective, so I do like that. And it came actually with this mascara that I have been wearing and loving and using daily. All right, let's talk about this eyeshadow palette. So as I mentioned, I just don't think $53 to $58 is worth it for 4 eyeshadows. That stands true. Having said that, I mean, I really like the eye look. I think these colors go together beautifully. I love the tones. I love how it makes your eyes pop. I love all of that. But you're talking about like $13 to $15 depending on, you know, what price point you're at, either the 53 mark or the 58 mark. But yeah, I mean, around 13 and up for one eyeshadow shade. So I do think these are beautiful. Again, really like the eye look, but I feel like I can get this with a more affordable palette. So yeah, that is my thoughts on that. These shadows are extremely easy to work with, blendable, pigmented, all of that. Great quality. It's not about the quality. I just think as far as her eyeshadows go, the larger palettes are your best friend. The face palettes, I cannot say enough good things about these. Again, I have this one and the Look of Love face palette. They both retail for $75. I think $75 is just kind of the price point for her face palettes. I would spend that again and again and again because I love them so much. I think they come in so handy when you're in a hurry. You just don't have to think about it. They work, they blend. I have nothing bad to say about these. All right, and the blushes. These retail for $40. Love the packaging. So sleek and beautiful, and they feel nice in your hand. It definitely is a luxury, that's for sure. This is the shade that I did not try, so I'm going to go ahead and swatch this. And again, it looks like nothing, but I love shades like this where you can really like build them up. You don't have to be afraid of it. I love peachy tones. I know that I will get a ton of use out of this. I like the shimmer. I don't have on a highlighter at all, and as you can tell, I still have a glow. So I do love that. Now this is the one that I have on my cheeks. This is the Pillow Talk here. And again, I'm going to give you a swatch of that. As you can tell, I mean, they kind of look about the same. So I think pick a shade around what you like and it should work for you. But yeah, I don't have any complaints. $40 is a little steep. It is, but it's, again, it's kind of like you're getting a 2-in-1 blush and a highlighter. So for that, I mean, I would spend $20 on a blush, and I would spend $20 on a highlighter. So for me, the price isn't too much, but again, you'll just have to be your own judge for that. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye, guys.